What made me convert to Orthodox Christianity? A lot of things. For starters, I'm the host of a Christian podcast, and in the beginning I was having on lots of different Christians from all different denominations to share their faith journeys, and I found that a lot of us believed different things, and that began to be very overwhelming to me, where I was like, okay, what is the true Christian teaching if all these different Christians still believe different things? Protestants always say, just pray about it and the Holy Spirit will reveal it to you, and while there's a level of validity to that, there's also a level of bypassing, I guess I would say, to that. And that's led to thousands of different interpretations and denominations, so clearly we can't depend on our own interpretations alone. I wanted more clear answers and more spiritual authority. I didn't want to be asking numerous different 19-year-old pastors who knew as much or less than I knew. And the church is rooted on over 2,000 years of church history and tradition. My husband is also Ukrainian, so he's cradle Orthodox, so it was in his family and culture. Next, I began to be really overstimulated by the non-denominational form of worship and the church greeters, and this belief that once you come to Christ, you have it all figured out and Jesus just saved you from everything. I felt this pressure not to risk the validity of my testimony by still struggling with things. And I think a lot of Protestants do that. I think because they're all about evangelizing and trying to bring other people to Jesus, that you just try to paint it as this perfect roadmap, when the reality is we still struggle and we still have crosses to carry. That was one of the things that was so relieving to me about Orthodoxy, is beginning to learn about the saints and the fact that many of them struggled their whole lives to carry their crosses and walk out the Christian life. And that's real. That was a breath of fresh air to learn that. And that didn't risk the validity of their testimony, it strengthened it. And then there were just personal things the Holy Spirit was speaking to me in that time. I was pregnant when I began to feel this call to the Orthodox Church, and there were different things that happened with icons in my life and prayers that were being answered. You know when God is speaking things to your heart specifically. So there was a lot leading up to my conversion, but I do tell my full conversion story on YouTube.